Hi everyone, my name is lipyeow-sec and I'm going to be giving a demo on how to do investigations using Databricks and Graphistry visualization. This is really cool. Let me share my screen. Okay. So this is a notebook. I've really ingested PCAP data, PCAP that's been passed by Zeek. So I've ingested the Zeek logs into Databricks, just as is without much transformation. And then what I'm doing in this notebook is I've created a view of edges over the Zeek data, and on the fly, I'm just going to create those edges and put them into a data frame. With sort of vertices and edges or nodes and edges. And I've also kind of used a threat intel table to simulate threat intelligence that has been kind of stitched into the nodes as well. This is what the data looks like after we run the query to extract the edges. And again, we're just going to filter on time. So think of a small slice in time of the Zeek log, so it's not going to be too overwhelming. And then we just pass it to Graphistry. We are going to color the nodes to be normal nodes to be blue, but nodes that have been deemed as malicious by threat intel, we're going to color it as red. So this is what the Graphistry visualization looks like. And what we're going to do is this: we are going to, there are three email alerts or leads. This could be from an email detection system, or it could be from some kind of a threat hunting or some kind of abuse email mailbox. And we're just going to investigate these three, and I have an additional case that I would kind of show as well. So let's look at the first one. So the first email, it's delivered to Macros Corp, and that's where we're going to start with. So I'm going to pivot to a bigger screen of Graphistry, and I'm going to use the data table inspector and look at the points. And I'm just going to see whether I find Macros. I didn't find Macros. Let me look for Corp. I did see a note for Corp, but it's Marcus Corp. So maybe there's a misspelling, or maybe it's a deliberate misspelling within the EML file. So I'm going to click on that. It actually highlights the Macros Corp / enemy watch node, and it shows that it is. In fact, we can sort of zoom in a little bit. It shows that it is actually, zoom in even more, and maybe pull this down a little bit. And this is the node, right? And it shows that it's actually associated with 10.10.22.157. So that is probably Marcus's desktop. And this is from the Kerberos client request. So I think this is most likely Marcus's laptop. And so this is where we'll focus our investigation on. I'm going to go ahead and click in. I'm going to just click 10.10.22.157. I'm going to just pull it up a little bit. And then I see straight away that, hey, it has communications to these two malicious nodes, right? So this is a suspicious looking FQDN domain name. It looks like it might be generated by domain name generation algorithms, because the first part looks somewhat random. And we see that this actually resolves to this IP address. And we see that there's a whole bunch of communication from 10.10.22.157 to this malicious IP address 37.0.10.22. And then if I actually look into the threat intel a little bit, I will see that this is actually one of the C2 servers for the Nanocore RAT malware. And so at this point, it's pretty clear to me that this node has been infected, and it's communicating with with kind of a malicious C2 server outside of the perimeter of the organization. So this is a simple case. This is case one, fairly easy to spot with what we have here.